Marvel Future Revolution looks to be playable in just a few hours here, guys. In this video, we're going to talk about what you can do so you can start to play Marvel Future Revolution as soon as these servers go up. And there was a press conference in the US tonight all over the social media for Marvel Entertainment. We're going to talk about what news we learned from that press conference. And if you're ready for all of that, guys, find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. And we got some news tonight in that US press conference. Some new things that we didn't learn from the last night's Korea press conference. There's a few new tidbits. So we're going to talk about those news and what you can do so you can get ready. As soon as these servers go up, you can start to play Marvel Future Revolution, which, as of me recording this, it's just in a few hours. As of you watching this, they may already be up. So you're going to learn how you could get set for playing this game. And if this is your first time here, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Future Revolution content, more great Marvel Strike Force content as well. I'm hyped about this game, but I've not stopped playing Marvel Strike Force. So we're still covering this game on that channel. Hit that notification bell for even more, so you get notified as soon as a new video is released. All right, so a couple things. In just a few hours when these servers go up, the soft launch is beginning, which means that anybody in Canada on an Android device can start to play. Now, if you're not on an Android device, unfortunately, this soft launch is only going to be on Android devices. Maybe that will change, but as of now, just on Android devices. And if you are not in Canada, well, we're going to talk about ways that you could get on an emulator or get it on your mobile device so that you can start to play now. Now, the reason it's very important to play now, a lot of times with these soft launches, games will reset the entire data set that you have. Sometimes they don't. In this case, they're not gonna. Now, we got an estimated release date of September 30th later this year. So that means there's going to be a few months of people playing. That if you're going to start to play Marvel Future Revolution, you probably want to get in right now because they're not going to reset the servers. And time is a big influence in these games, in these MMO games, in these RPG games where you're collecting a lot of stuff. So you're going to want to get in soon. So how do you do this, guys? All right. So first, if you're not on if you're on an iOS device like I am, you're gonna need to get an emulator. And if you're not wanting to play this on your phone with an APK and mess with all that stuff, you may want to get an emulator anyway. Now, I could not get BlueStacks to work at first. I could not get LD Player to work at first, but both of these will work if you get the 64-bit version. Now, I'm gonna put links to both of those down below. What it's going to look like right here, this page for the LD player, you're going to click on this link right here. This will get you the 64-bit version. And if you click on that download link to BlueStacks, it's not going to take you to this page. But if you navigate from that, the channel will still get credit and you will still get to this page here. Just go bluestacks.com/download. And you'll get to this section right here where you're going to download this 64-bit version of BlueStacks, which I just did. I had this normal version. The download link for BlueStacks is going to be that normal version, and that's the default. And I know Goofy was had to revert to this BlueStacks 4 version, and the 5 wasn't working for him so well. So yeah, but I think Tony was using the 5, so it's different on each computer. But the first one that I did get to work was this LD player. Both of them will work though. So once you've chosen your emulator, BlueStacks or LD player, you're going to need to get an APK because as of right now, unless you're in Canada, Marvel Future Revolution is not going to show up in the Play Store. So this is where I went to get this APK. It's APK Pure. And of course, this is something that somebody uploaded. So use this as your own risk. I've used this. I have not had an issue with it, but of course, use this as your own risk. I will put a link to it down below. I just downloaded this link right here. And then what you're going to do, you're going to go to your players. You're going to go to your players right here, the BlueStacks. And this is the 64-bit player. And you can tell it's a 64-bit because it says 64 right there. Or you go to the LD player and this says 64 right there. Now, as you can see, I already have Future Revolution installed on this LD player right here. And to do that, all you would do is click on this APK link. For BlueStacks, it's going to be pretty much the same. Just click on the APK link right here. Click on that. Click on open, and it is going to start to install. It is installing right now. It should install pretty quickly, actually. There it is. And now what you're going to want to do, make sure you have a VPN open. Very important to have a VPN. Now, I don't have a VPN sponsor, but my buddy OMG does. And if we go here This is the VPN that he that is sponsoring him, and this is the one that I downloaded. I don't know. There's probably a lot of other ones out there. I used this link because he said it worked for him. It was very simple to use. And I was looking at this earlier because chat was mentioning to me that OMG has a sponsor. So I went to here and it said get 3 months free. Like, might as well. It's like 99 bucks for 15 months. The 3 months is only if you're doing the year program though. So did that. Turn on the APK. Make sure it is on for Canada, and then you're good to go. All right. So now that you got your VPN, you got to make sure that it's running. You go back into your emulator, or you go back into your device, whatever you're using. And I guess it depends on what region you're in. Then you're gonna start your game. Now, the reason I like LD Player a little better, it's got this button mapping here. Now, BlueStacks also has the button mapping. I think it's just a little more customizable with LD Player. Like, you got your joystick here that you can move up there. You got your different buttons that you can move. You could either do this with a joystick or a keyboard. BlueStacks has this as well. I think there's it's not as customizable, though maybe it is in BlueStacks 4, but I like this version. So you're just gonna start this once the emulator is, or once the VPN, excuse me, is running, and it should start. We should hear some gameplay music in a little bit. There we go. And it'll start, and then you're gonna go through this long loading screen. You got a pretty big download that you're gonna have to do for this game, but once it's done, and then you don't have to do it again. But there's a long gameplay that you're gonna have to, that you don't have to go through. It's optional, but it does expose some of the problems on playing in an emulator instead of a mobile device, which is what this was designed to do, where you could just swipe up and down with your fingers. Having to use a combination of like a game controller like this and a mouse may be a little problematic until we get to global launch, because everybody can start playing this on their phones. But I would still recommend trying to get in right now. So they're going to check for these new missions right here, and then we're going to get to the section that it talks about the global launch. There it is. This is the soft launch coming in just a few hours. Like I said, this may have already passed depending on what you're watching this video. You just stop that if you're watching this before that time has passed, and it's going to start searching. It's going to start downloading once we get to that part, but only if that VPN is running. So make sure it's running. It's going to go through this cut screen right here, and then it's going to start the mission. Star-Lord has a mission to do. Rocket's got to get him onto this mission here. Oh, there's Baby Groot. Look at him. Look at him. He's running. He's got the, he's going to start. Boom. And then we're going to start. All right. So it's a pretty big download, 5 gigabytes. So make sure that your device has enough space. We're going to download all, and then we're going to play this Star-Lord game. It's not required. As you can see, it's taking a little while. My camera is mainly covering most of it, but we're just going to play this. And then the VPN slows it down a little bit as well. So it may be a little faster. So as you can see, I'm trying to do this with my mouse. It's not very mouse friendly, and to try to map this part on the buttons, it's not the best either. So yeah, you can see some of the problems that might be arising from playing on an emulator, but hopefully when we get to the real game itself, you can map the buttons so you can play the actual gameplay and pretty intuitively. There we go. Yeah, so that's it. Let's go to some of the press conference. We learned some new things in the press conference, so let's go check that out. Couple questions that we did not know that were answered tonight in the press conference on Marvel Entertainment. The first was about the characters after launch. If you're going to use other characters, if you don't select a character up at launch, and Danny,
so all 8 characters
are
playable
as well
at launch at the very beginning. And once you pick a character, you go through your mission, and there will be a natural progression where you can actually pick another starting character to play from as well.
Yes, and we see some of that with the Spider-Man mission that's going on. The other big question that he answered was with costumes. How are we going to attain these costumes? A lot of people are wondering, is this the big monetization method in Marvel Future Revolution? But this is what Danny had to say.
I don't think it's difficult at all. If you just play through the epic missions and the quests, you get unlocks, along the way, and then you get rewarded and a lot of loot from doing other multiplayer stuff. So all in all, it's very fair for a lot of users out there, and we try to cater to a lot more users.
which is good. I think that one of the big concerns from a lot of players, especially coming over from Marvel Strike Force, was about the heavy monetization methods that might be employed in Marvel Future Revolution. And it looks like they're really trying to cater towards free-to-play players, making this a fun experience for everybody. So a lot of the stuff, a lot of the characters, a lot of the skins, I'm not sure what the monetization methods will be for this game, but it looks like a lot of the interesting stuff, a lot of the stuff that has at least caught my eye is going to be free-to-play, which is good. One big thing that they did here was reveal some gameplay for Spider-Man. Now, of course, if you do have that VPN and you're going to see this stuff, then or you're going to and you're going to download this game, start playing this, you're going to know this in just a few hours. Or if you're watching this later, you may be already playing this. But this is some stuff that is new. So we see the interface here, and it looks like you can put your thumb on anywhere in this section, which is why in some of the screenshots we have not seen that thumb screen there. You see a bunch of different controls here. As he just started, this is a brand new account. As you can see, he's level 1 up here. Doesn't have all these extra moves unlocked, so just a few different moves right here. A couple times during this game screen, it said that he ran out of web, so I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to see if that's his basic. Now this actually, if we saw there, you're gonna have to switch screens and switch orientations. This looks like it might be a pain on an emulator, trying to switch between either game controller or your keypad and mapping the keypad on either BlueStacks or AP or on LD player, and then having to switch between your mouse and do this swiping. It happens a few times in his battles. It's happened a few times with some of these bosses as well. So that could be an issue until this game is launched in global. Unless you're in Canada on Android, but all in all, I'm looking forward to this at launch. If I can stay up, I'm going to be streaming this game tonight, so I might see you guys there. If not, I'm going to be streaming this game in the morning with you guys, and I'm doing a first impression video in the morning, and then back to normal with the normal Marvel Strike Force stuff after that with the weekly news update. And right now, Reminex is scheduled to be a guest here. And big shout out to Reminex for figuring a lot of this stuff out about how to get this installed. He gave a lot of the info to a lot of the community earlier this morning. I was on the phone with him. He was trying to figure it out, and he helped me out a lot. So big shout out to him. And he should be on the news tomorrow. So yeah, it's back to normal with everything. And I'm super hyped, guys. Let me know your hype level. And I hope this video helps you to get into this soft launch and get that early advantage over everybody that doesn't know about this game. So it's good that you're watching this channel, and I will see you guys next time. Before you go, give me that Hulk fist pump though. Oh yeah, baby. ValleyFlyin out.